Heavy on those feet. Banshee turns him, hooks him, down he goes. Big driver! 1, 2, 3, and that is over. We've got a new champion.
Ellis! PPW 9. I walked in the challenger. It's this man that I respect greatly. We went to war. And on that night, I proved that I had more passion, vision, and drive. And I walked out PPW champion. And Jay, maybe sometime we can do that again. This is my title. This is my belt. This is my PPW championship. I'm gonna walk in PPW champion. And I'm gonna walk out PPW champion.
He's onto it, driving backwards. Oh, Sandy caught in the mixes. Mysterious. I don't know. That? It's a mysterious man. Face covered up. Looks chair.
And Sandy Beaches can't see a thing.
Oh, it's Jim instead. It's Jim shot to the back as Jim. Unbelievable. He's laid it out. It's Jay Vertigo. Unbelievable. Is he going to go for the pin? It's all yours for the PPW Championship. And that is a match unbelievable.
Do I have your attention now? See, for the last 2 months, all I could think about is how I managed to kick out of everything I put you through. Fucking cyber kick, cyber driver, destroyer from the top. You name it, you kicked out of it. And then you made the most stupid decision you've ever made in your life. You didn't give me my rematch, no. You give it some old river dancing fool. So what I want is my rematch. PPW 11, Vertigo, Barker 2. I want a no DQ match. Falls count anywhere, anything goes. What do you say, Bansh? Don't be a coward.
Come back in PPW 11. You got it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the main event. It is for the PPW Championship. It is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, the wrestler on my left. He is the challenger. He's straight from the future, the Andromeda Galaxy in the year 2077. He is Jay Vertigo! And his opponent, weighing 185 pounds, from Shangri-La, he is the PPW champion. He is the Banshee! Get a chair off from there. Bring it back.
And here we are in the main event. A culmination. Throws the chair recklessly, does Jay Vertigo. Ellis Barker, my apologies. The Banshee is out in hot pursuit. And this, Nick Mason, is a blood feud.
As soon as these two clock ties on each other, you could have cut the atmosphere with a knife.
This tension has built from the start of the PPW Championship to the exchange of the belt from Jay Vertigo to Ellis Barker, to the betrayal from Jay Vertigo, to now, here we are, throwing the Banshee into the wall. This is personal, Nick Mason, personal, biting.
I mean, the only reason Lee Thomas is here is to count the fall or mark the submission. No counts, no disqualification. Anything goes.
And this has been requested, and this just hasn't been on the PPW shows. This has been at training. This has been low kick there. Falls in a headbutt. Does the Banshee falls in another headbutt? This has been a training. We couldn't keep them separated. We had to get them to come down on different days. It's been ridiculous, the amount of animosity between these two men here tonight. And this just isn't Ellis Barker. This is the MEB, the Banshee.
I mean, these guys are both so matched for styles. I mean, wouldn't you say? And
absolutely, these are two people that I would consider the top talents of PPW that are yet to get the notoriety that they deserve. Ellis Barker's been around for years and in various different forms, in various different guises. And a huge, high risk, low reward there with a plancha over the top rope and got met with a gut kick from Jay Vertigo.
And these guys wrestle throughout Britain, throughout the North, and promoters are scared of putting these two guys in the same locker room together as well.
Yeah, it's just been a case of this animosity for this belt. I swear, for really what it is, Nick, is that both men want to be the guy that is associated with PPW. Want to be, oh my God, please, Helen, watch out, please, Christ, watch out. Huge chair to the head from the Banshee. Reckless intent there. Jay Vertigo, and also this is how much these guys know each other. Jay Vertigo going for a dive, and not just one chair but two chairs from the MEB. Jay Vertigo hitting those dives like we know he does, and Ellis Barker saw it coming, didn't just see it coming. He threw a chair right in the face of Jay Vertigo, the man from the future.
And they know each other so well. The Banshee, he knows it's going to take more than throwing that chair to take him down, and he's already set up for more. And I don't think I like where this is going. It's not going where I thought it was. What do you think is going to happen here, Liam?
I think we're going to get a bit of a sat-down slugfest. And I know a lot of the Banshee's influences. He loves some old school CZW, and you would see this in the ECW arena. You would see it in the CZW shows, and that is where Ellis Barker, the Banshee, takes a lot of his inspiration from. Not just from Mexican lucha libre, but from that hard-hitting, ultra-violent American style of pro wrestling.
He certainly looks at all from all angles.
And now, two men with two chairs, and this can only end one way, and that is violently. Chairs together, reckless on the hands. And a low blow, but it's no DQ.
Again, all Lee Thomas can do is ask if he's okay.
I suppose the Banshee could quit. A vicious stomp. Wow, that was pinpoint from Jay Vertigo.
You know, he could lose hearing on his right side from that.
And a little known fact about the Banshee Ellis Barker, he actually has some optical problems. He can't see particularly well for his left side, so already his vision is a little bit impaired. Never mind, you add the hearing into that, and the crowd firmly against Jay Vertigo. What a kick to the ribs.
No pun intended, but that'll give you vertigo.
Absolutely. And also, with this match, with it being no DQ, we have a 15-minute time limit for pretty much all matches here at PPW. That time limit is out of the window. This match can go as long as it needs to until we get to a finish. They requested that, and I gave it to them.
You know, the one thing about Jay Vertigo is the last show at PPW 10, we didn't know this side of him.
Wow, telegraphed that one. Banshee moving straight out of the way. Big chop lighting up the chest of Jay Vertigo there. Reversal coming through with that high back elbow for the cover, and that's only a 1 count, just a 1 for one of the most vicious back elbows I've seen in a long time. And now the Banshee resorting to bites. I tell you what this is. Now, obviously, we are looking at quite a blood-filled feud. We are looking at quite a lot of intent and violence between these two men. But this is also some of the best performance that I've seen out of both these men. The aggression is probably something that they needed to unlock within themselves.
And I'm sure it's got to worry you as well winning the PPW Academy, because regardless, win, lose or draw for either guys in this match, chances are it's not going to be resolved.
Do you know what? I don't know. I'm going to go against you there, Nick. I think that they're going to lay everything out on the line. Kicks that baking tray out. Big super kick straight to the mush. I think they're going to throw everything out on the line. And I think, oh, right to the back of the head on the crown. A broken crown. I think they're going to put everything out on the line. I think they're going to give everything into this. And I think afterwards they're going to look at it and they're going to say, the better man won. Whoever that man might be.
I mean, you know these two better than anybody.
Do you know what it is, Nick? We are striving for the best here. We are striving to be the best in the country. And these two men have just gone and they want to be the best in the country. They want to prove themselves. And it is about this belt. And yes, it's become personal, but it's about this belt. It's about being the top guy here at PPW. And the Banshee showing no intent for himself. Just smashing himself. And now smashes that even harder over the back of Jay Vertigo. There is weapons flying everywhere.
Jay Vertigo looks dazed.
Dazed and confused, and probably maybe not that confused, because he manages to move out of the way of that flying drop kick. Laying in those stomps. There's something new that I've seen from Jay Vertigo during this match. I don't think I've ever seen him stomp someone so hard with so much intent.
I mean, his whole demeanor's changed from when I first saw him, from the first show I did at PPW8. The guy's evolved, his demeanor's changed, he's got more attitude.
I've known Jay Vertigo for a number of years. Whoa! Drop kick to the head, and that was a ricochet off the head. I'm not sure that Banshee is totally with it here. But I've known just a 2 count there, and the crowd come up for the Banshee staying alive. I've known Jay Vertigo for a number of years under different guises, and he's always been somebody that had potential but never captured it. And I feel like this is some of the best work that we are seeing out of Jay Vertigo. And it's a shame that he's not out and around the country more, because truly he's a credit to this school, he's a credit to this facility, and he'd be a credit to any show that he's on. And that's not to underestimate the Banshee, who is also within that same realm.
I mean, he's...
A series of strikes there from the Banshee, maybe trying to change that momentum. Looking to send off. Here we go with a switch. Big jumping knee there. This is back and forth action. It's unbelievable the pace that they've been going at. Oh.
That was a waste of...
Oh, I tell you what, from one extreme to the other. Puts the foot on him. Has a bit of a flex, maybe luring in the Banshee, thinking that he's not going to explode, and then a shooting star press from the ground. Unbelievable athleticism there from Jay Vertigo. The Banshee desperately needs something to change the momentum here.
Oh,
to the outside.
Yeah. I mean, the only people who know these two guys better than they know each other is you. You train these guys. At this point, what do you think the Banshee needs to do to get back into this?
He probably needs a little bit of luck. We can't really see what's going on here. It's a big kick falling into the crowd and the audience. Jay Vertigo is in full control here. And like you say, I do know these guys inside and out. We are blasted over the head. This is physical. This is a real physical match. Just the amount that they're throwing into each other. For the sake, really, of PPW, to say that they are #1 here at Pursuit Pro Wrestling, and just a 2. Good Lord, this crowd coming alive for the Banshee. And he is feeling it. You can see it in his face. You can see it in his body. He's just clinging on to life. Look at that growl, that low growl from the Banshee. Here we go. Firing in, catches a kick. He's there for it. Throws it down. Big high knee.
He's got such a demonic look in his face as
Absolutely.
the Banshee.
I think this is the change that he needed. Big evade. Slides back through again. To the outside. Classic MEB here. Comes up to the top. Flies over, kicks that hand out. Oh, Doug to get a big diving line.
What an amazing display of knowledge of ring awareness from the Banshee with that one.
Underrated in his knowledge of where he is in the ring. I call him the MEB because we call him Main Event Banshee, because he is the main event of PPW on time and time again, and delivers time and time again. But I tell you what, Jay Vertigo has a claim for that. Steps up, works for the monkey flip. Oh, throws the chair in with him as well. You got to think that ricocheted as they were going through the air. That, you know what, yes, we get hit with the top end of the chair, with the flat side of the chair, but the sides of the chair, the nooks and crannies, the bolts, hooks him through, drills him. I was just saying there, he might have got caught with the side of the chair. He definitely got caught with a canvas cell. That big slam, but just a 2.
Now, I know at the PPW Academy, you don't sit with trainees teaching them how to hit each other with chairs.
Absolutely
this
not.
This is all their imagination.
Absolutely. Sometimes it gets physical, and look, I try and make sure that we're doing the best wrestling possible, but sometimes it's got to come to this. If they want a no DQ, I'll give them a no DQ, and what they do in that ring is completely up to them. Cyber kick from Jay Vertigo. And the pace of this, while slowing down, has really not stopped. They have been going from the get-go. I don't even know how long we're into here, and I don't know really how they're both still standing.
I mean, the Banshee's taken a lot of shots to the head.
Cyber driver there as well. Surely that's the one. Just a kick out. Out on the 2.
The Banshee's taken a lot of shots to the head, not just chairs, but punches and kicks, and he's still in it. He's still got a smile on his face. He enjoys it.
Still kicking. I think this is something that Banshee needed to tap into. As Ellis Barker, he's missing some intensity, some aggression. Up into the back. Oh, drills him down. Surely that must be the count. And just a 2. And the scream of the Banshee in disbelief. Both men hitting everything that they've got, giving everything that they've got in this match. And to be what? To be PPW champion. And looking for his bag of tricks, usually carrying spray paint. And out comes a chain. The intent in this match has just been off the chain. Sorry, that was a terrible pun there and completely unintentional. Ducks the loaded fist.
He dropped the chain.
Hits the super kick.
And now the chain's in Jay Vertigo's hands.
He put a lot on the line there, bringing a weapon in, and unfortunately did not pay off. Oh, and a straight jab to the top of the head. Loaded fist. And that might be the end of the Banshee. And just a rope break. And you've got to wonder there, with the rope break comes a raise to the shoulder.
Do you think that would have been a different outcome if he put more into that cover?
Possibly. You know what? You're right. Maybe if Jay Vertigo put his weight down on the Banshee, pinned him in the middle of the ring, we'd have a new PPW champion. But he didn't. Maybe he was being lax. Maybe he just wants to inflict some more punishment. I'm not entirely sure on what the mindset of Jay Vertigo is at the moment. We saw Ellis Barker coming out as a Banshee. He's evident in a change. big European uppercut there. He's evident in the change of what he's expecting out of this match, but Jay Vertigo has progressively given more and more in this match, and now we go back to the outside again. Here's a chair into the leg.
Now this is a different side of the Banshee that we're seeing. What's different about the Banshee and Ellis Barker, the man who we're used to seeing?
Ellis Barker, technical wrestler, loves tying people into knots. I've been in the ring with him a couple of times, and he loves to pick out limbs and turn and twist them. We've seen no technical wrestling in this match. We've seen nothing of the sort here. Oh, big. Hold on a second. We saw this last time these two wrestled. He's going up to the top rope. Surely not. Surely not. Oh, over to feet. Manages to land. Going for that top rope Canadian destroyer. Turns round. Blasts him with a chair.
There was no way that were going to end well.
Absolutely not. And unfortunately, the Banshee came out on the wrong side. He's coming up top. He's hooked him in. I'm not entirely sure on where we're going here. Coming up to the top rope. All the way. Oh, huge Spanish fly off the top rope. Oh my God! The nearest of 2 counts, and the crowd has come unglued. I've come unglued. That was incredible. That couldn't have been any closer.
The people are stood up in the PPW audience. They're on their feet. They can't believe what just happened.
That was unbelievable. Insane. Jay Vertigo throwing everything out on the line, and that is a bag of drawing pins. A bag of drawing pins being brought into the PPW facility.
I know Lee Thomas can't do anything right now, but I mean, he needs to think about maybe putting a stop before it goes too far.
Yeah, this isn't what I envisioned for this match. I sort of let them. I let them devise what they wanted to do, what they wanted to go in and do, and never in my wildest dreams would I have envisioned drawing pins laying in the centre of the ring here at PPW. Banshee turns it round, pulls him up into the air, onto shoulders. Cavius driver into the pins! Unbelievable. He's got to capitalise on that. He's got to capitalise on that. He's got to get in position. He's got to get this pin. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3, and that is the match. The winner. The winner of this blood feud after a hell of a Cavius driver into the pins. The reigning PPW champion, Ellis Barker, a.k.a. the Banshee.